Hello everybody and welcome back to the Brick Ninja. Today I'm going to be reviewing the LEGO One Piece set, Buggy the Clown's Circus Tent. This set retails for $54.99 in the US. It has 573 pieces. It is recommended for ages 8 plus, and it is set number 75637, and you get a total of 4 minifigures. So now that we've got all of the introductions out of the way, let's get to the review. Here's everything that you get in the set, and I'm going to start with the two side builds. The two side builds in this set consist of the little spinning circle thing that Zoro was tied to in the second episode of the live-action One Piece show. And it's connected by a Technic part back here that you can just spin with your fingers. And it's a really fun little mechanic. And if you want to, you can attach Zoro or any minifigure to any of the studs that are on here, and then you can have them spinning. So that's really fun. And the other side build is the water tank that Luffy was trapped inside of. And you have this cool little wheel piece in red back here. And right here on the front, this is a sticker where you see the water down here and all the little bits of water throughout. This is a sticker. And this does have a play feature where you can press down on this and it will open up the front of the water so that you can gain access to the inside. And if you want to, you can have a minifigure. You can put Luffy inside. And then you can have Buggy have Luffy trapped. So those are the two side builds. Now moving on to the actual main build, which is Buggy the Clown's Circus Tent. This is, unfortunately, a rather small build for what you get in this set. For the price that you're paying, I was honestly thinking that this set would be a little bigger than the way that it looked on the box. So I am a little disappointed with the size of this, but there is still some cool things in here. Starting with the front and this big buggy head right here. These three right here are unfortunately stickers, and I think I got this one right here a little crooked, unfortunately. Oh, and I also just remembered there's actually 4. This one up here on his bandana right here, that's supposed to be, that's also a sticker. So there's 4 stickers up here to make up this face, and it's connected back here by one of these pieces that just attaches onto the back of the build and then connects to this little clip that's right here. So if you wanted to, you can kind of, you can take this off if you wanted to. And unfortunately, it does just kind of hang down. I wish that it would have been able to like kind of stand up on its own, but it can't. So that's a little unfortunate. And removing that so that we can see some of the other parts. Over here, you do have the cage that Nami was trapped in when she and Zoro were trapped inside the tent while Buggy was with Luffy trying to get the map. And down here you have some seats for the audience members, and you don't get any audience members in this set, which is fine. For the price that you're paying, it would have been good. It might have been good to get maybe one, like at least one minifigure of like a generic person, but you can honestly just fill these seats with your own minifigures. And you do have a little chair right here for Buggy to sit on. And moving this around, you do have another sticker over here for, I guess this is supposed to be the front of the circus tent, because I'm honestly a little confused on if this is the front or the back, because you would think that this would be the back since everything's exposed, but everything is also back here, so I'm not really exactly sure. But anyway, you do have a sticker right here that says Buggy's Pirates. And these are the 2 printed wanted posters that I got in this set. I got Alvida and Kuro. And you do have these printed yellow tile pieces right here. And up here at the front where you can see this pirate flag right here, this is a sticker, not a print. And the cool thing about this is that you can see it has a little red nose, so it's not just a regular pirate flag. It is supposed to be a pirate flag that is Buggy, so that's a cool sticker. And that's everything on the back side. And the chairs right here are attached by clips. Like you saw earlier, they can move and swivel, and they are easily detachable. They're just connected by 2 clips. And sometimes the seats can come off when you're trying to move them. And back here, inside these crates, you do have some cool stuff. Right here, you have this cool, brand new 2025 Lego fruit element. I'm not exactly sure what this is supposed to be. It's kind of like a lime green color. But inside these crates and barrels, you have the different pieces of small Buggy, like his hat, and inside this barrel, you have his hand, which is using the Wednesday thing piece in white. And then over here, you have his other hand. And inside this crate, you have his body and I guess what's supposed to be his legs right here. And this right here, whoops, that's blurry. There we go. This right here is a sticker, not a printed element, which was a big shame because I feel like on a piece this small, it really should have been a sticker. And another cool thing here is that you get 2 Lego minifigure base pieces that you get in CMF series in kind of this light brown nougat color. So that's kind of cool. And the way that you can make small Buggy from the end of season 2 is you just put the hands pieces inside of the holes that you have right here, and then you take the head from the minifigure, and then you can have him be all sad right there, and then you can put the bandana on him right there, and now you've got small Buggy from after he was defeated by Luffy, Zoro, and Nami. So that's really cool that you get technically 2 semi-different Buggy minifigures in the set. And it's just an interesting way to go about creating the small version of Buggy, but I do personally really like this. Here is Luffy, and this is the generic Luffy minifigure that you see across most of the One Piece sets. You do get his straw hat in this set, which can be attached by a stud and this little neck attachment piece. And he does have dual molded legs, which is really awesome to see. And he also has his hairpiece, and he does have 2 different facial expressions. Here's Luffy with everything taken off. And if you look under his eye, there's a little scar right there. So that's a nice little detail. You can see that he's wearing his vest, his little shorts, and some shoes. And he does have some good back printing, and his alternate facial expression is a big, happy, smiling one, which is a really fun facial expression to see on a Lego minifigure. Here is Zoro, and this minifigure has plain black legs, some dual molded arms in dark blue, and he has 2 black swords and some back printing in his green hair. His first facial expression is a calm, confident smirk, and his alternate facial expression is a very intense, angry, fighting one. And he does also come with this little cap that he can wear, that you see him wearing sometimes in the show. And you also get this awesome new sword piece in white that can connect to any Lego minifigure right around the neck. You don't even have to raise up the head. All you have to do is just attach it right at the neck, and then it looks like Zoro is holding the sword in his mouth, which is really, really awesome. So that is Zoro. Here is Nami, and this minifigure has dual molded arms and some really great printing on the legs for her pants and also the shirt that she's wearing. Her accessories are this Lego staff piece, and I believe this is the Monkey Kid hilt piece, and that this is supposed to be the map to the One Piece that I think in episode 2 they had like hidden in some sort of a metal tube or something, so that's what this is supposed to represent. And she does have some back printing, and she does have 2 facial expressions. This one where she's very serious and probably getting ready to fight, and this one on the front where she has a calm, confident expression. Here is Buggy the Clown, my favorite minifigure in this set, played by Jeff Ward in the live-action Netflix show. If there's any Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fans out there, then you'll know that Jeff Ward in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. played Deke Shaw, so that's really awesome. I love Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It was one of my favorite shows during the 2010s. So seeing him in another show that I really like is a welcome, because he's a great actor and I loved him in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So anyway, this minifigure is really awesome. The coat that he's wearing has continuous printing from the torso to the legs. He doesn't have any arm printing, and he does have this awesome hat piece with the printed pirate logo. You can see the red nose on it and the hair coming out of the sides. And he does have a little bit of back printing and the sad alternate expression that you saw earlier in the video. So that is Buggy the Clown, and he also comes with 2 small knives as accessories. So that is my review of the Lego One Piece set Buggy the Clown Circus Tent. And overall, I think that this is a pretty fun set with some really fun play features, and it's a pretty good representation of a lot of the things that you see from episode 2 of the live action One Piece show. But for $54.99, $55 in the US, even though I think that this set is a good price to piece ratio with 573 pieces at $55, I think that that's a good price to piece ratio. I feel like that this set is small, and I honestly can't really exactly put my finger on exactly why I feel that way, because it does have just a little under 600 pieces, and you get 4 really good minifigures, and the build of the circus tent overall isn't bad. It's just small, and I'm not exactly sure why it's this small in this amount of pieces and the price that you pay. I just wish that the actual size of the circus was bigger. Like, if this set had been $65, but they put in 100 more pieces, and the actual circus tent was a little bigger, then I would have been totally fine paying an extra $10. So this is a good set overall, and I would recommend it. Maybe not quite at its retail price. Like, maybe if you can find this set 10 or 20% off in the future, definitely pick it up then. But I definitely do recommend this set overall, especially for fans of One Piece, because Buggy the Clown is exclusive to this set. This is the only set that Buggy comes in, at least as of right now. Hopefully we'll get more One Piece sets in the future when Season 2 comes out next year, and then maybe we'll get another set with Buggy in it. But as of right now, Buggy the Clown is exclusive to this set, and it is a cheaper way to get Zoro, Nami, and Luffy. So those are all my thoughts and opinions on this set. Feel free to let me know yours down below in the comments section. And if you enjoyed this video, then make sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest content coming from my channel. And as always, Ninja Go!